because he did not it, he has therefore received a lot more press and PR than he has in some time. Like, he wasn't on a lot of our radar for a little while there. And now he's back on it big time with empathy and people all in his corner because he was magnanimous, or at least quiet about the situation. Just saying. As a entrepreneur, as a leader in your industry, as a C-suite executive, it's things for you to think about. Like, when's the right time to attack, to retreat, and just to be magnanimous? Things for you to consider. On that note, thinking of being magnanimous, or really just being grateful. Thank you to all who are helping us along on our path to 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube. We appreciate all of our Instagram followers, our TikTokers, our Instagrammers. Love you very much. Whoop, appreciate you. YouTube, please help. So like, share, subscribe, repeat, like, share, subscribe, repeat. Yeah, we're on that note. Okay, so as we're talking about like, share, subscribe, repeat, that takes us back to our day-to-day operation, right? Like, share, subscribe, repeat. It's like what you do every day, right? So this takes us to our Do Business Better segment. So as I talk about and think about, like, what do we do every day? Every day, I get up in the morning, I pray, I go to the gym, I do errands for my mother if she needs them. I come into the Women's Business Center, RVA, located at 1510 Woodlawn Drive, directly across the road. See, in my mind's eye, I'm thinking something. I'm going to tell you again, because repeat. Coming to you live from the Women's Business Center, located at 1510 Woodlawn Drive, directly across the street from the Kroger at Woodlawn. For now. That's why I cracked up the first time. So, for those of you who don't know, there's nothing like opening the newspaper to see an article of your facility. So, we've known for some time that they are rezoning our area. So, the building that we're currently located here at 1510 Woodlawn Drive will be no more. We're not sure yet when. I said, when yet? There you go. We're not sure when yet, but we do know it's coming. So Tallheimers, that real estate mogul here in Richmond, Virginia, has partnered with our landlord, which is Crenshaw Realty. We love Mr. Crenshaw. Hello to you. And so they're basically going to tear all of this down and build, what are we building everywhere, people? As if the population has multiplied exponentially in the past few months. I don't know what's happening, why everyone needs housing all of a sudden. I'm not sure what's going on, but it is. And so they are not yet, but we say a year. We don't really know. We'll find out. But in the meantime, we've been looking at other properties. So all is well. But if you're out there and you have a building, especially, and I'd like to donate to a nonprofit organization for a lovely tax write-off, please contact me, Shirley. That one you're going to contact me at Shirley, SHIRLEY, at WBCRVA.com, as in Women's Business Center RVA. We're looking forward to the receipt of that new building. Or you can do it and write it off the difference. See the beauty of that? 501c3 organization over here. Yay. All right. So hopefully whoever moves in here and whoever has their house where my office used to be, it's a little hot though. I'm sure he'll enjoy it all the same. All right then. So other news in our Business Better segment. So I'm repeating some information. Why do we repeat? To make sure that you remember. This means you. All right. So first and foremost, the platform for any of you who are in the state of VA and you're doing business and you're looking to do business with the state, then you want to be registered, you want to be SWAM certified, you want to use EVA, which is the electronic procurement system for the state of Virginia. And so on that note, that system it's a changing, and the change is coming pretty soon. So the original deadline was May 2nd. They have now extended that deadline, so you still have time to go onto the site that you can watch to learn all about how to use the new EVA for you. So, and it's up 24/7. It's just a video. Go on, you find what you want. Transition when you go on to the EVA website, to check that out. And if you are not doing business with the state, I need you to up your game and do so. Because if there's someone who is going to pay you, whether it be 30 days or more, someone who is going to, the state pay you eventually. Now that store on the corner or that Fortune 500 that you think is going to pay you may or may not. But the state of Virginia will pay you at some point in time. So it's guaranteed money. And also guaranteed money, it means that you'll also have a higher probability of being able to get a loan based on invoices. That's another story. If you're interested in that, let us know whenever we get to our section on what's your business question, people. We answer those. So you can let me know if you want to know more about that. In the meantime, in between time, don't forget to register for the Amazon Black Business Accelerator. Few days, May 17th. I said it before, I'll say it again. I won't sing the the fight song this week. Catch another if you want to hear that. But go Dukes! So, for those of you, once again, who are small business owners, and so think to yourself, who needs your product? Who needs your service? Right? And when you think about large, do they know about you? Do they know about your business? Probably not. So they are giving you an opportunity. And I've had a chance to actually talk to some of the buyers from JMU. And so kind-hearted people, they're about business and ready to do business. But if you're in business, this means you. So they have the event on the 17th of May, and you can register. It's an all-day event at JMU. There's a virtual link. I have not seen it as of yet. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I just haven't seen it yet. And so they're having Brandon Bellamy to speak about how to pull back the veil, pull the curtain back on how to be a supplier for JMU. So go Dukes and go figure out what the opportunities are for you as a because they have the money and they could be paying YOU if only they knew that you and your fabulous products and services were right there. So now go let them know. All right. On that note, speaking of making money, that means we have to in turn pay money. For most of us, unless you are not on a calendar year, if you're on a fiscal year, you might still need to be filing your taxes. But for the bulk of small business owners, that's a new word. The bulk of small business owners, you were probably on the calendar year if you're an LLC filed with your personal taxes anyway. So April 15th has come and gone and you're not concerned about taxes, but did you do yourself justice? Did you get all the benefits you should have gotten? Are you aware of current legislation? There have been like a bunch of changes that have occurred, which is why there's a beauty in having a CPA, some types of information regarding your finances and your taxes. If you were just like, I didn't want to do all that, or I just wanted my CPA to file it, I didn't want to talk about it. Okay, well, here's a class for you. Go check it out. Right? So Chesterfield County, Chesterfield Economic Development is hosting this event, and they've had several dates, which I greatly appreciate. They're having lunch and learn, and they're specifically about business taxes. So for those of you who go, well, a CPA is in my budget, or I don't have time to learn QuickBooks, and we're trying to keep you out of jail, people. I want you to not go to jail and to save as much money as you possibly can. So we're sharing the resources. We're sharing the tools. So Chesterfield Economic Development is hosting a lunch and learn for business taxes. Some of the dates have passed, but more are coming. So there's one today, but you're probably missing. It just happened right before the show. But there will be July 13th, September 14th, and November 9th. Don't miss it, people. I mean, free is free. It's free. It's free. But what you don't know can cost you and will cost you, especially when it comes to the IRS and your taxes. Check out that seminar. Okay. And at this point, we're going to have from our sponsors.
Visit ouремpowerment.com for tickets.
Ladies, are you looking to move your office from your kitchen table to a space of your own, take your business to the next level? Are you looking for co-working and community? Well, then come join us at the Women's Business Center, RVA, located at 1510 Willow Lawn Drive, Suite 100, directly across the street from the Kroger at Willow Lawn. Visit us on the web at wbcrva.com or on social media at WBCRVA. We want to definitely make sure that you all are aware. Okay, we talked about the Empower Conference. I'm very excited. I'm getting excited. Normally, when we're planning, I just feel like I'm just working and working and working, but I'm getting very excited. And so the deadlines have been extended. All right, because if you come to me June 5th, June 4th, even, and you're like, oh, blah, 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 I won't hear you. I won't hear you. But right now, please hear me. So, Virginia high school students, the Filmmakers Festival 2022 is on now. You can submit your short. That means 30 minutes or less. Less than 30 minutes. 30 minutes max. I've said it all the ways I know how to say it. No more than 30 minutes. You can submit your short, and the theme is women providing healing, promoting women, providing healing, promoting hope. But you can be a male, a female, whatever the case may be. There is no gender specificity on who can enter the competition. But your subject matter is women providing healing, promoting hope. I have to always make sure I'm saying it correctly. All right. So you can go to ouремpowerment.com to find out about how to register, or you can just visit Film Freeway and look for the Filmmakers Festival to register. The deadline has been extended. We heard you, okay? We heard you. I know there was a certain group I was talking to from one of the Virginia high schools, and they are actually making film in their class. And so they're now just at the stage of beginning to make the film. And so they're like, well, can you wait a little? Yes, here you go. You have until June 3rd, 11:59 p.m. So the moment it becomes June 4th, it's over. All right. And since we said, well, if we're going to extend the deadline for the Filmmakers Festival, let us also be gracious and extend the early bird registration for the conference itself. You're welcome. So you now also have until June 3rd. It was going to be earlier, but then we're like, just put them both on the same date. See? Simplicity in your favor. After June 3rd, rates are the rates. That's all she wrote. I'm sorry that you missed the bargain if you missed the bargain. If you got it, kudos to you. But June 3rd, June 4th, it's a Saturday. The rates will still go up automatically. It's already set to do so. It automatically goes to the next price. But we want to make sure that you're aware. You're aware. All right, so don't forget the Filmmakers Festival, Virginia high school students, anywhere in the state of Virginia, public, whatever it might be, in home, whatever learner you are, you can submit. The only thing is it has to be 30 minutes or less. If it's 31 minutes, you have automatically gotten yourself evicted. I was like, ejected, evicted. Take your pick. You're out of here. If it's 31 minutes, this segment that really doesn't have a name, because really all it's about is questions. But here's the thing. I haven't gotten any questions recently. Does that mean that you all have finally unraveled all there is to know about entrepreneurship? Or does it mean you've just been as busy as I have? All right, well, here's your shot. Here's your opportunity. For those of you who say, I don't. So outside of that, as you can see, we talk about the questions that we asked. It's still a reminder for those of you who are doing business with the federal government, not just VA, not just an EVA, but you're looking to have contracts with the federal government. It used to be that you had to have a DUNS number. That's what you received from Dun and Bradstreet. That is no of having to get a DUNS number. That is obsolete. You now have to get a UEI. I just love the way that sounds. A UEI. And so a unique entity ID, right? So the SAM, it's already in transition. You can go on to SAM, which is the federal government, like Uncle Sam. You can go on to SAM and get your UEI so that if you're looking for a federal grant, a contract, whatever the case may be, that's how you get it. So go ahead and jump on over there and take care of that. That was a question we had a little while ago, so I've been sharing it, but I want to remind you the time is NOW now. The time is now. If you were ever curious. Okay, we want to have our small business spotlight. And I'm very excited about this business and the business owner. Because what you don't know, it's because of this person that we even have the Imagine Media Lab here, because they connected us with the amazing Christina because she was doing a more location. And from that, we developed this amazing relationship. And now I sit in her lab, the Imagine Media Lab, as she produces this show. So we're very grateful to Rhonda Young, who is the owner and proprietor of Life Lovers Balance. Also, she had her grand opening this past weekend, and so it was an amazing event. I was glad that I was able to and support, because sometimes I'm not available to support, so I was really glad that I was able to do so. She had a chair yoga session, another mind meditation session, and some goodies and some cake and poetry readings by Yamaja Jubilee. And our very own Christina, if you didn't know, she's published author. And so it was a really exciting event. I got to see people like Uncle Marvin in the building. And Lawrence Roberts and some other individuals were there supporting. And so hello to you all. Hello, Aranda. Congratulations to you. We are very excited for you. Congratulations. So you all make sure to check out Life Lovers Balance. If you've ever been to any of the events that are hosted by the Winner Circle, Collaboration, the Women's Business Center, oftentimes, like for the Empower Conference last year, one of the things that we like to do, see, I'm letting you see behind the scenes, one of the things that we like to do is to provide like a basket for each of our speakers. So if you're hosting an event and you're not doing something similar, level up, people, level up. And so we like to give a basket. And so our baskets have always been done. I'm trying to think, has anyone else ever done them? I think nope, our baskets have all Life Lovers Balance. So if you've been a recipient, and I have had, like last year, I think to myself, Daphne got a basket. Daphne Maxwell Reed, the amazing. Oh my God. To be able to say her name crazy to me because she is who she is. And it's like, oh, Daphne. But really, she's a lovely woman. And so she and Tamika Lamison, hi Tamika, and Mel Jones, who were all here last year for the Empower Conference and for the original Filmmakers Festival. So they're all Hollywood legends, right? And I think to myself of how much they appreciated their baskets, and they talked about like all the great ingredients because each one was catered to the person. So Rhonda did all the research to figure out what they liked and what they might. She created and crafted these baskets. So you might want to check her out. And then, I was about to go into the water. She does a lot. Just know. So check out Life Lovers Balance. And once again, congratulations, Rhonda. Oh, yeah. Well, yes, she does it. Christina's over here talking to me in case you're curious. Yes, because also everybody around here uses her for their baskets. That right? So when you get a good connect and you see like you see good quality work, you use it. So once again, people, I'm sharing with you a resource as I'm also sharing with you our small business spotlight. Kudos to Life Lovers Balance right here in good old Richmond, VA. Next time it could be, you'll see. All right, something else I wanted to share again. I'm really excited about this. We mentioned, I don't even remember when it was now. It's so old news. No, really, I just don't. I'm just aging by the second, and I just don't remember. But we talked about the fact that we had I can't say his name casually anymore. 13-time Emmy Award winning Justin McCrae, who flew into Richmond, did the interview here at the center regarding the gender wage gap. And so if you didn't see it, I'm highly suggesting that you do. It's a beautiful piece and it's not that long. And it played across the country. So you might have seen it on your local news because it went to all of the Scripps network. So it was played all over the place. Um, but an amazing piece. I know we have the link available as well. Go check it out. And here's the thing that I want you to note. There's some really positive things to be said about the content. The quality of it is amazing, but the actual content about what's happening with the wage gap. I just want everyone to recognize that we don't win until we all win. That's really the bottom line. So it's beautiful that there are, a handful of locations that are doing a better job or a certain population of people who are doing better. But I want us all to do better. And so that's really what we're here for. How can we support one another? Like we come and do the WorkHARDAholics Show to be able to share with you resources, tools, information, and a community. You're not alone, and that to make life easier. You might not have the rich Uncle Steve, who's the lawyer, or the rich Uncle Bob, who's the attorney, and those really close family friends who are connected. And it's true, some deals are made behind closed doors. As I share in the book, 70% of jobs are given by network. They're not even posted. Like it's by who you know. And so if you don't know them and we do, we want to share it with you. That's what we're here for. And we hope that the reason that you're here is because that's your mentality about community as well. Because together we can make a difference. Together we're stronger, together we're better, and together we can make an impact. So please check out the story on the gender wage gap and look to see what part you can play in making a difference. That's really the bottom line. How can we make a difference? And so, on the note of thinking about how you make a difference, it takes us to our work hard, play harder moment. And so, the how we started doing this segment to begin with is because I often asked, like, how do you do all the stuff that you do? So, like, we're having a simple conversation, and like, wait a minute, so you have how many nonprofits? And but you were at that grand opening, and you went to this event, and then I thought you were out of town, and then you were. But wait a minute, I saw you in the paper, or you're on the news, or you're blah 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 blah. And I thought to myself, well, yeah, that's a workaholic for you. And there's a reason why I'm the original workaholic, doing all these things and more, right? But I'm also making sure that I'm keeping my sanity about, right? The gray hairs on my head, I was born with some gray hair. And I often joke, but it's really true that some of you gave me some of the others. But even throughout that process, I can still smile. I can still have joy. I have peace. I sleep well at night, right? I managed to get the job done. And so sometimes I want us as that workaholic to sit down and make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. So the quote that I wanted to share with you all today is by Ralph Waldo. And that okay, I'm sorry. Sometimes I have corny jokes, and this is not quite a corny joke, but it's close enough. I had when I was a senior in high school. Come along with me on the journey. It'll be over soon. When I was in high school, and I was getting recommendation letters done for my college applications, my English teacher, how are you, Miss Surratt? I hope all is well. Miss Surratt wrote a recommendation letter for me, and it was the nicest, sweetest thing. Okay, sorry. Sorry. For me, that was funny. Yeah, and high school was a long time ago, but I still kind of remember that when I read it, I was like, "What does Mister say today?" And then she goes on to talk about what a good student I am and blah blah blah. It was a very sweet recommendation letter, but funny. So now, whenever I see any Ralph Waldo Emerson quotes, I think about Miss Surratt. Richmond Community High School, class of 1988. I told you how old I am. I don't care. All right. And so the quote for our work hard, play harder moment for today is adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. I thought that popped right on off the page because I've been thinking about one of the things. If you come to the center and you're heading over to what Christina is now calling the seaside, where my office is located, and so full of plants. And then on my desk, there are more plants. I don't know where this started. I don't really know where this started because I'm not normally a plant person, but I do love clean air. So I very much appreciate having a plant in one's office, but I have more than a plant in addition to flowers on my desk. Thank you very much, great niece Caitlin, for my flowers and card for Mother's Day. Has these beautiful pink, orange, some color roses on my desk right now. Okay, so anyway, I'm surrounded by plants and flowers. And so I've shown pictures. If you follow my Instagram, I poke about it every now and again. I have these beautiful orchids. And so orchids are not cheap. Like if you're getting a good one, you're coming close to $30, if not more. But they're very delicate. And so if you are an impatient person, I could have thrown out my orchids several times over the years because I burnt my window. I have two, I'm a corner office, two windows. It's burnt. It's blazing hot in my office. I have burnt. And so like burnt the leaves. It's all crispy and all kinds of foolishness. And it looks like it should be thrown away. And someone asked me why I didn't. And I was just like, it'll come back. Be patient. And so now I have blooms. And it didn't happen overnight. I mean, literally, it went a little over a year. And now I have these beautiful purple like blossoms on my orchid. And so when I look at the quote, the whole thing is that as humans, we have a tendency of rush, hurry up and rush, hurry up and wait, hurry up, rush, 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 rush. We're willing to get in an accident. We're honking horns and yelling profanities and getting all agitated when really we can learn a lot from things happen in the time they're supposed to happen. If you dig up the ground, get rid of the weeds, plant the seeds, take care of it appropriately, there will be a season just for you. It might be seasonal. It doesn't mean that it's only one time. Like a real harvest is this season. Let it grow, blossom, utilize. It goes away. And then you get ready for the next season, which could be bigger and better or wholeheartedly different. But the bottom line is implement patience. Your time is coming, but that means you have to do the work to receive the harvest. All right. So on that note, we are actually wrapping up for today's WorkHARDaholics. And as we always say, live better, do better, be better, and happy entrepreneuring.
Let Socialita help your business stand out from the crowd by building your brand success through social media management. We're located at 1510 Willowlawn 100. Our website is www.socialitarva.com. You can also give us a call at 804-484-2001. Again, Socialita.
Imagine Media Lab, partnered with the Women's Business Center, offers hourly rental to a multimedia studio. Create sets for marketing, record that podcast you've always wanted to start, voiceovers, and live stream. All equipment and software is included in your hourly rental. Located at the Women's Business Center, 1510 Willow Lawn Drive, ImagineMediaLabs.com. Book your session today.
Share, subscribe, repeat, like, share, subscribe, repeat, like, share, subscribe, repeat, repeat, repeat.